Jeff Jarrett gave a promo on Dynamite. Now, for those of you who haven't been watching AEW, Jeff Jarrett has this storyline going where he's making one last run to become world champion. And this guy's in his 50s, by the way. And I don't have anything against Jeff Jarrett. I actually enjoy Jeff Jarrett's matches more than most people. And I enjoy Jeff Jarrett as a character, not only in AEW, but back during the Attitude Era in WWF and WCW. I liked him. I still like him. And he came out, he gave this promo basically talking about how he wants Jon Moxley. And as I was listening to the promo, I was like, you know what? I like Jeff and I like the storyline and, I'm cool with this. And then he got to a point in the promo where he was like, MJF, you're going to find out exactly who the last outlaw is. And I was like, you know what? Never mind. This guy's too old to do this now. But, flubbing his lines aside, I was okay with the storyline because I like Jeff Jarrett and it would be cool to see him get a one-on-one world title match at some point, wherever. I mean, I'm fine with that. Him winning the world title would be questionable depending on who he beats, but him making a run at it, that's fine. But as part of this story, he wants Jon Moxley. So one of Moxley's stablemates, Claudio Castagnoli, comes out and attacks Jeff Jarrett. And Claudio, although he's a very strong guy, big guy, he's not intimidating at all, just like the rest of the Death Riders, because he looks like he shops at Salvation Army. He comes out in this white Hanes t-shirt, or undershirt, I guess that's what it is, and wearing these really skinny pants. And again, I can't take him seriously as an intimidating person, even though he got on the microphone too, and he tried to sound like he's a tough guy, but I'm just looking at it with a smirk on my face like, come on, guys. Do you honestly want us to take this seriously? This is ridiculous. You want to know what a serious heel looks like? Go watch Triple H back in late 1999 when he was world champion, and throughout 2000 as well. You want to see a vicious heel? That's like Triple H 99. That's what a vicious, scary heel looks like. The Death Riders are not scary at all. They're not vicious at all. It's just a bunch of people pretending like they are intimidating wrestlers. And that's really what a lot of AEW is. It's people pretending to be the characters that they play instead of actually just being the characters themselves. It's like they don't know how to play their roles. Think about the Young Bucks when they were trying to be the heels and we're the EVPs and that whole storyline. Again, can't be taken seriously because, you do comedy wrestling for so long and now you want us to take you seriously as these vicious heels who attack Tony Khan with the guy who used to be called Jungle Boy. They are not in connection with reality. They don't understand that the rest of us don't look at them seriously. They're these tiny little guys that are jokes, really. But anyway, it's going to be Claudio Castagnoli versus Jeff Jarrett next week. And I think we're all going to have to watch Jeff Jarrett beat Claudio Castagnoli, which, I hope it's a good match. But having somebody Jeff's age beat Claudio, who I know he's not super young himself, but this is a guy you can do a lot with. He's still in phenomenal physical condition, and he's young enough to be a star in your company if you want to do stuff with him. But I have a feeling they're going to have Jeff beat Claudio. And that's kind of like how they were having Shelton Benjamin get beat over and over again during that Continental Classic tournament. It's like you have these guys who don't have a ton of years left, but they could actually be stars for you, and you're just beating them over and over and over again. Such a mistake. And the other funny thing about this Jeff Jarrett storyline is you have to keep in mind that over in the WWE, John Cena is having his own retirement storyline. And it's just going to be funny to watch these two parallel stories proceed throughout this year, because obviously people care a lot more about the John Cena retirement storyline, and let's see who executes the storyline better. Is it going to be AEW or is it going to be WWE? My money's on WWE. I do think John Cena is going to become world champion once again, so he gets number 17, because I don't think the wrestling world is too happy with Ric Flair these days. Although I hear he might return to the WWE at some point. But I'm sure John Cena will get number 17. Jeff Jarrett, will he win a world championship? Nah, I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, they already have Moxley as the champ. A lot of people think Darby is going to be the one who finally defeats Moxley. You also have Christian Cage with that contract, which is probably going to come into play, and he's going to feud with Darby, I'm guessing. And then MJF will be in the mix at some point. So there's really no room for Jeff Jarrett to make one final title run. He will probably get his shot at the title and lose definitively, which is what should be done. But hey, this is AEW. You never know what they're going to do. Maybe they will put the title on Jeff Jarrett. And I will laugh really hard if they do that.